Welcome to your inspirational astrology horoscope for Thursday, August 15th, 2019. I'm Astrologer Dave Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Well, thanks so much for being a part of highvibe.tv. If you're not on the network yet, check it out. We got a 7-day free trial. These are daily videos just like this right here with me and other people with all my daily video horoscopes, my weekly sun sign horoscopes, and weekly intuitive and weekly tarot, and much more. Join up, try it out at highvibe.tv, and I have a special video that is out right now, the Passion of Venus, going into this whole Venus cycle and what is going on right now with relationships and the fate around them and projects and money and all this stuff. I mean, look at the stock market. This is gonna be intense, I am telling you, and this full moon's bringing it out. You're gonna wanna find out. I go into the next 5 to 6 weeks of what's going on, and I specifically do it deep astrology style in the High Vibe TV studios to show you what's going on, just focused on this area. You'll love the video, it's only 10 bucks. But before we take a look at all the planets, let's take a look at the Leo King's planet energy meter to see where all the energy is for your Thursday. And I'm sending you lots of great energy. I am sending you lots of love and light. And I'm hoping that you have an awesome, amazing, and spectacular, wonderful, and awesome full moon in Aquarius Thursday. I'll put that energy meter at the extreme position. Beep! That's because this sun Venus is at 22 degrees. This full moon, that apex this morning at 5:30 Pacific AM, 8:30 AM Eastern, was exact in opposition to the sun Venus aspect. Wow, this is intense. Because Mercury, 4 degrees out of the shadow now. Mercury went retrograde, remember, on top of Mars. Literally when it went retrograde. So this is now finally reached out of the whole retrograde weird period, and Mars at 28 degrees Leo today is now at the exact degree of where the solar eclipse was on August 21st of 2017, cutting off the last 2 years of all the energy that you've been going through. Now, I think that this is very important to pay attention to, this full moon, because it is in Aquarius and the South Node is not here anymore. Remember that the South Node was here last year, creating a lunar eclipse. The last full moon in Aquarius really fucked us all up. I'm just going to be honest with everybody, okay? That was Mars retrograde on the full moon with the South Node in Aquarius, opposed the sun. And Mercury was retrograde, by the way, at that time. So, holy moly, this is a different full moon. Mercury's in a good position in Leo, not retrograde, and out of shadow. We are not in an eclipse cycle. And this is actually closing. Remember that the last full moon was a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So guess what? You know, like, this is go time, especially when it comes to this Venus aspect of learning to bring your love, your light, your happiness, and really looking at what are you manifesting. But with that moon in Aquarius in opposition, oh, there's a lot of energies, a lot of highways in the universe that we can go. And with Pluto making a quincunx to the Sun and Venus, we are having to make some major transformational changes about how we love, how we bring our light forward. And I think end a lot of these old blocks, these old rules, these old things that have been holding us from this great love in our life. And this Aquarius energy wants to connect things. I think it's been so disconnected because we really were in a long cycle with that South Node in Aquarius. Remember, always South Node and North Node transits are 18 months. And that started in 2017 and ended in November of 2018. So if you just think about that cycle, holy moly, that was all the way at pretty much like at the very beginning of the halfway mark of 2017. So 2 years since we've been able to get out of that energy of trying to find connection. It's almost like with Saturn and Pluto, especially in Capricorn, right? With the South Node, there's this barren kind of desert energy, like of just, you know, like needing to find life. That's why the North Node is in Cancer. And ironically enough, we're having Mars now starting to make a semi-square over to that North Node, as here it is in the end parts of Leo. And I think that this is going to be kind of an interesting semi-square building up, especially when it comes into Virgo, because this is a totally new energy for us about really how to direct us to our true feelings. And we have to look at our heart, but this moon in Aquarius, especially with all this Venus energy and the sun, this is all about Leo, you know, what we love, what we want. But this Aquarius is like, well, we have a lot of options here to look at, especially because Jupiter is now direct, of course, in Sagittarius, and Uranus is retrograde. And remember that Aquarius rules over Uranus. So guess what? Bam! It just went retrograde, Uranus, in Taurus. So we are looking at what is the best, and it's almost like what is the best? And we have to go with our feeling. We have to go with trying to actually explore with Jupiter now and actually look at a lot of options, but it could be a lot of options, a lot of super highways, a lot of dimensions kind of flying in our face of who is the person and everything. And this is going to play out for the next 4 or 5 weeks, especially until Saturn comes direct on September 18th in Capricorn. And remember that Saturn and Pluto are going to get ready to turn back on here at the end of September and then at the beginning of October with Pluto. So this is like go time now with all this energies. And remember that Mars and Venus have Juno sitting in between and the Sun. So there is this aspect of really looking for this, whether you call it the one, I mean, especially in Leo. I was born with Venus, Juno, and Leo, so conjunct. So holy moly, like this ultimate, like everybody's kind of sucked into the ultimate. So of love, what is it? Who is it? Where is it? And I think this Aquarius energy is trying to fix it and trying to figure it out. But I definitely think it's not about going backwards anymore. That's what we did last year. We tried to fix things that were broken. And you know what? I have said it a million times over. Anything that does not feel good, that did not work out, that, it's like you're running into some craziness, folks. Happy full moon to y'all. We did, interestingly enough, I can't believe we got this card, the 7 of Cups reversed. Yeah, there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of prizes in the world. There's a lot of things that we want, but we are in a fixed full moon with a fixed Uranus. This is fixed Venus, fixed Mercury. This is a time, fixed Mars. This is a time for us to fixate on what is the most thing that streamlines our heart, our happiness, and connect to that. Because if we get too scattered with too many things that we're trying to look at and want, see, I think it's okay to look, but I also think it's about trying to centrally focus on what we really want to put our energy to truly manifest intensely. Don't get lost in all the glitter, you know what I mean? There's a lot of glitter out there, but it doesn't mean that it's all real. It's kind of like fool's gold. Thanks so much for all your support. Truly appreciate it. I love you all very much. Please check out highvibe.tv. And if you want to go deeper into this aspect, especially that just started today and got the kickoff, especially now that we're at the full moon cycle, check it out on highvibe.tv. It is Passion of Venus. It's pretty simple. It's under paid videos, and it should be on the front of the site. We had an awesome After Dark. If you haven't watched it here on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're watching on High Vibe right now, both that episode and Deep Astrology are up. There's a lot of great info on both of them. We go deep into this full moon. We go into the masculine and feminine and relationships deeply on After Dark. We had 2.5 hours. So if you want to spend 2.5 hours to go deep into a bunch of other people's perspectives, and it's free, and it's on High Vibe, and it's on YouTube, check it out now. It's pretty awesome. It's not one of those, shows that I'm not going to waste my time. No, people are writing back and being like, this thing was bomb. Thanks so much for all your support. Truly appreciate it. And I'll see all you tomorrow if you're on highvibe.tv.